Good morning. Good morning. Do not fall for the same tricks. Being in politics, it seems like when you look at it, it's like a bad relationship. Now, we know, if you're in Florida, we know that this is the current governor's last chance to run. So, what do you see typically? You see them try to implement things, and then you start seeing pushback. There was no pushback on things that you wanted or did not want before. The individuals whom we elected didn't have anything that they had a lot to gain behind closed doors. Now they have to shift positions because re-elections. So they say things to make you want to say, hey, yeah, they're starting to understand where we're coming from. That's the lie. They go along to get along, and that's been the problem. I am providing a solution to the problem by putting citizens constitutionally in control, or giving us more control so that we're more part of checks and balances. I just want you all to really understand there is no law for integrity. So anybody can say anything they want. And yes, they do. And we've seen it and we've experienced it. We're experiencing right now individuals who heard something. They heard, hey, the first day I get in office, I'm going to get those grocery prices down. They heard the first day I get in office, I'm going to end the war. Man, it was clapping and everybody was like, yeah, because this is what we want. We want to feel the impact of what you say. So we did what we normally do, which is give you the opportunity. All I'm saying is we're tired of that. So we got to do something different. We have to give citizens the opportunity to forcefully navigate their own environment. We can't keep giving it to single individuals who say they work for us, but then do things that seemingly, when you look at the news, when you look at reports, when you look at polls, it doesn't look like everybody agreed with that. But what did you agree with? You agreed to what that person said. Then you're like, well, hey, at least can you create a piece of legislation and then we can at least see it get voted down? No, we're not even going to do that. Well, hold on. Hold on. I voted for you based on the information that you told me you would do. That's what I'm telling y'all. You gotta have some facts here. The facts are there is nothing that binds an elected official, a person who signs the paper and says, I want to be able to work for the people. There's nothing that binds them to maintain their word. We need a law to fix that. We need a law to fix it. Bottom line. I believe that. So we cannot keep putting ourselves in a toxic relationship with our political figures. We just can't. We are supposed to work for you. I'm saying we because I want to be elected. I have to work for you. So yes, the main question is always going to be the same thing. Well, how do we know you're not going to lie? You're gonna have to give me the opportunity. That's all I'm asking. Give me the opportunity to put more power in the hands of citizens. Now, please, I have asked this before multiple times. If you truly believe that you do not deserve or want any power whatsoever, and you believe that it is still best to leave everything in the hands of a small elected minority, tell us why so we can understand it. I don't see it that way. I believe that it is high time, and it has been time, for citizens to have a strong piece of legislative authority. And we need it constitutionally written, because it is very difficult to get your voices, our voices, to actually mean something. And that's the problem. I'm telling you, I do not care who's saying the we conversations anymore. I am listening for the plan. Do you have a plan? Yes, I do. Rodney Glover has a plan. It is to constitutionally tell you that citizens will, bottom line, will have the ability to say no to legislation. We'll have that until we get to a place where citizens feel comfortable with whom we elect, and we want to again give a little of that authority away. But right now, we got to get it back. We have to get it back. And I'm asking you to take control by passing me along, by passing the policy. The policy is legislative authority for citizens. Pass the policy, not anything else. Hey, there is an individual named Rodney Glover running for governor that wants to give citizens more legislative authority so we can start to get the things that we believe benefits us. And he's going to make sure that the information is brought to us so we understand the pros and the cons. How much it's going to cost, what's going to be the impact. And then we're going to be more accountable for what we do next. We've got to break the cycle. We've got to break the cycle. And right now, there will be people that will have TV ads. They're going to have billboards. They're going to already be on commercials. We got to break the lobby cycle. I'm not going to have that right now. I'm not going to be in those places. I'm depending on you. Bottom line. Pass it along. I am a write-in candidate. This means that you have to know how to spell my name. RodneyGlover. You got to spell it and write it down. Currently. But while we do that, you gotta want different. And you can't just keep letting people say, well, you know what? Once you vote me in, I'm gonna do the best I can for you. No. Once you vote me in, I'm gonna give you the power to do the best you can for you. I'm gonna work for you. That's gotta be the conversation. Giving you the power. Stop this toxic political relationship. Take control of it. Take control of the highest seat. And the governor should have been giving it to you in the first place. There is not a single time that the governor should not have been making sure that every single decision that he or she makes is one that benefits the majority of his citizens or her citizens. It just should have been that way. But if you are arguing against that point, please tell me why you do not want more authority to make sure that the decisions that you have a place to make a decision for not just your future, but maybe you got kids, maybe for their futures too, and maybe for your kids' futures. It's high time to put an end to the political toxic relationship that we have. Do not continue to be bamboozled. Everyone have a great day.